How's it going, guys? Buttersbridge here, and welcome to another one of my squad builders. This week it's called Samba Magic, and in case you haven't guessed from the title on this YouTube video, it's Brazil. I've decided to build the best Brazil team I possibly could with all the informs which are currently out on the market. I think there's 6 informs I think there is in this team, which are currently out, varying from gold to silver. I don't think there's any bronze at the moment, and I've just built a team around it, put some other big names in. Obviously, budget has applied in certain areas, and otherwise, other than that, I couldn't decide on certain players, so I decided to pick somebody else purely to try them. But anyway, it's 4-3-3, which I must say is a bit of a downer. I don't actually like this formation. I've struggled playing with this team, I must admit. Just retaining the ball, whether it's the positioning of these players in a 4-3-3, which I don't like, I'm not sure. I have tried playing it at 4-3-2-1, and I must admit they play a lot better. But for purpose of this video, this is the way I've built the team, and everyone's in correct formations this way. So we'll go straight on and look at goalkeepers. 4-3-3, and as you can see, it's from Brazil, and it's our first informed player. It is Diego Cavalieri. This guy only cost me 9,900 coins, really cheap. 6'3", decent card stats, 84 reflex, 79 diving, 79 handling, and 80 positioning. 29 speed is a bit of a problem. Sometimes he doesn't rush out as fast as you want him to prevent attacks, and he sometimes gets beaten by good players because of this reason. But because he's in form, he had to go in the team. I'd probably go with somebody different if I was doing it again with not using the informed players. But he's the goalkeeper. At left back, we have another informed player. It is Adriano. This guy I actually really like. Defensively, 75 defending. I think it's a bit biased, a bit unfair. Should we say? I think he deserves more than that because he's actually quite good defensively. I find 77 pace, 81 dribbling, and 79 passing. And more importantly, he's 5-star weak foot, which means he's quite good at getting you out of jams by using either foot, especially when you're defending. And he's got one hell of a shot on him as well, which I think you'll see later on. It cost me 30k, and I think he's an absolute bargain for that. I think he'll probably go up in price as well because he's that good. So that's my left back. At right back, my first cheap player, should we say, I decided on Jonathan. I could have picked either Dani Alves or I was going to pick Macon, but I couldn't decide between the two, and I thought rather than waste a load of coins on one of those players and find out I didn't like him, I looked at this guy's in-game stats, and they weren't too dissimilar. He was good enough for what I needed to, anyway, for a right back. He's nice and high-paced, 88 for keeping up with people's attacking lines, and he's 73 defending, which again I think is a bit lenient because he tends to, what should we say, stay with the players, and he tends to always be in the right position when you're defending, and he's quite good at keeping up with people, obviously, because of his pace. And I know some people who I've played against, especially friends, will say that they think he's a bit of a tank, actually, and he's quite hard to get past. So anyway, he's at right back. So that's him. At left centre-back, we've got, I think, another informed player. It is Doug Lau, the first silver in this one. I think he's informed this week. Cost me, what was he, 78k I paid for him. 6'4", nice and tall, 60 pace, which isn't too bad. It's nice and average, we say. 76 defending, 78 heading. Again, nice guy, quite strong, really good at dealing with defence attackers which are coming at him. So he's my first left centre-back. At right centre-back, you've just seen the guy. Another informed player, it is Jeremel. This guy, picked him up for 10k, and I tell you what, he's absolutely really good. He's absolutely brilliant, I think, as a centre-back. Really strong, I find him. 69 pace, 81 defending, and 79 heading. And again, he tends to play well, playing alongside Doug Lau. There are probably better players on the market to get, but obviously I tried to get all the informs into this team that there currently is. So that's why I picked him at the right centre-back as well. So now, more attacking options. We go to the midfield. At the left midfield, we have got the only defensive person, should we say, in this team. It is Ramirez. Cost me 26k. He's got 88 pace, 76 defending, and 72 heading, 79 passing, 82 dribbling. Nicely balanced player. Plays all over the park. Bit of a letdown, I'd say, in this side. I have, towards the end, tried to use different players, and I do find Kaka actually a little bit better. But again, for the purpose of the video, this is the team which I've been scoring the goals and playing the games with. I decided to put him. But yeah, he's probably one of the weak links in the team, and for 26k I think he's a bit overpriced. Possibly works better if he was a CDM and playing in a 4-1-2-1-2, but for this 4-3-3 it didn't quite suit my game style, should we say. But anyway, he's at left centre mid. At central centre mid we have got the man Ronaldinho. Lack of pace, I don't care. This guy is absolutely brilliant. Really good, skillful moves. I am only learning them myself at the moment and getting used to him, but he is really, really good. And his free kick is something to die for. Literally just line it up. As long as there's nobody on the line, it's going in the back of the net in the top corner. His card stats, 90 dribbling, obviously 87 passing and 82 shooting. His 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, and 89k again. I think he's an absolute steal at that. So he's in the central of the centre mids. On the right side of the centre mid, we have got another informed player, Hernandez, however you pronounce it. This guy, really, really good going forward, I must admit. Always seems to be in the right position. He's 70 pace, 86 dribbling, 82 shooting, 84 passing. Again, a really balanced player for playing in the centre mid. He's 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. Good for having a good decent long shot with. And he cost me 127k, which is quite dear, but again, I think he's a bit of a steal, to be honest. And he's another informed player who I had to put in this team. So that's the centre mids. Now we go to the front line. On the left wing, you can probably guess who's going in. It's Neymar. Must admit, didn't really like him when I first started playing with him. Now, whether it was the formation behind that, I'm not sure. But recent games I've been playing with him, I have started to understand why people like him. His skill moves, the ball doesn't move from his foot if you do it right. Although his first touch has tended to be bad in a 4-3-3 formation. Again, I don't know why, whether that's just down to this, but when I put him in a 4-3-2-1, he was absolutely brilliant playing as a left forward. His card stats, obviously 91 pace, 91 dribbling, 79 shooting and 74 passing, and like you can say, 5-star skills. And he cost me 146k, which again, bit dear. I probably wouldn't want to pay that if I was playing with him. If I wanted to keep him, should we say, and play with him. But for the purpose of this video, I think you'll love him, and some of the goals he scored are actually quite good. So that's him. At right wing, we have got... There was a choice here. I could have had Hulk, who I was going to put in the team, but I actually packed this guy, as you can see, number of owners 1. Packed him last week. So I thought we might as well use him while we've got him. Obviously, a lot of people do like him for his pace and his 5-star skills, and he's another silver, which makes it a slightly different squad from what some people have put in, making the all gold ones. It is Macon Lady. As you can see there, his 5-star skills, 3-star weak foot, 90 pace, 75 dribbling, 67 shooting. What can we say? If I was to do it again, I would probably buy Hulk. That'd probably be another change. I don't think he's personally worth the values which people put on him of over 100k, especially with him being a silver. I think it's just mainly the pace and the skills, but I don't know. I think there's a lot better people out there who I'd sooner spend over 100k on. But anyway, he does score a goal though in the video, I must admit, and sometimes he is in the right place and his skills do come off, shall we say. He is quite good. And finally, out front, we have got a guy again who I didn't really like when I started playing with him, and then as soon as I changed formation, he changed into a different player, and he was always in the right position. It is Alexandre Pato. 89 pace, 83 dribbling, 78 shooting and 77 heading, 4-star weak foot and 4-star skills. Cost me just under 30k. And he's got a moderate, should we say, goals to game ratio, but he has scored a lot more recently for me since I did change the formation when I was playing with him. But yeah, I can't think of anybody better to go up front in this team. So there you go, there's the team. Did cost me quite a lot of money. Obviously a nice splatter of gold and a nice splatter of black there with a bit of silver thrown in as well. Hopefully you'll enjoy playing with this team or enjoy watching this team. And the next bit you'll see is a lot of highlights about how they've got on in the games. And until next time, guys, I shall catch you guys later.
Hey Commander, can you unplug me? Just for a minute, I need some privacy. Headset off and stretch your neck out. Down the rocks to her head safe house. Yeah, I remember it all. Bleed and shut out my calls. The air was so dusty. reality.